Hi guys, T-Plays here doing another YouTube video, and today's video is going to be on Arcadus the Strategist, which is a 4-mana 3/5 flying vigilance. When a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card, and each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, and it can attack as though it did not have Defender. So we're going to start on planeswalkers, creatures, so on and so forth. So we've got Huatil, the Sun's Heart. So you gain life equal to the target creature's toughness. So the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Teo, the Shield Mage. You have Hexproof and create a 0/3 white wall creature token with Defender. Then Axebane Guardian, so this is a 0/3 defender where you tap it to add X mana in any combination equal to the number of colours, where X is the number of creatures you control with Defender. Bedrock Tortoise, which is a 0/6. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have Hexproof. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Coral Colony, a 1/4 defender where you can pay 1 and 1 blue to tap it. Target player mills X, where X is the number of creatures with defender you control. Crashing Drawbridge, which is a 0/4 defender where you can tap it to give target creature haste. Creatures you control gain haste. Crystal Barricade, a 0/4 defender with you have Hexproof. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. Drift of Phantoms is a 0/5 defender flying with Transmute, 2 blue and 1. Excavated Wall, which is a 0/4 defender with 1 tap mill a card. Flump, which is a 0/4 defender flying. When it is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. Fortified Rampart, which is a 0/6 defender. Hoover Barrier, which is a 0/6 defender flying. Orator of Ojutai, which is a 0/4. As long as additional cost to cast this, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand, and it's a defender flying. When it enters the battlefield, if you reveal the dragon card, draw a card. Grown Battlement, which is a 0/4 defender with tap it, add a green for each defender you control. Perimeter Captain, which is a 0/4 defender. When a creature you control with Defender blocks, you gain 2 life. Portcullis Vine, a 0/3 defender with 2, tap it, sacrifice a creature with Defender to draw a card. Resolute Watchdog, which is a 1/3 defender. Tap 1, sacrifice it. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Shield Wall Sentinel, a 1/3 defender. When it enters the battlefield under your control, search your library for a creature with Defender, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Sportacist, a 0 with Ravenous Defender. When it enters the battlefield, search your library, put up to X basic lands, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Stalwart Shield Bearers, a 0/3 defender. Other creatures in control of Defender get +2/+0/+2. Steel Wall, a 0/4 with Defender. Sunscape Familiar, a 0/3 with Defender, and green and blue spells cost 1 less. Silent Courtyard, a 0/3 defender, hexproof, tap it to add 1 mana. Tezuko Omenzawa Fugitive, A 1/3 creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. For Pride of Hulkling, a 2/15. This spell costs X less, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. It has Defender itself, and you can tap 2 blue and 2 until end of turn. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Draw cards equal to its toughness and can attack as though it did not have Defender. Trap Root Kami, a 0x Defender with its toughness is equal to the number of forests you control, and it may block as though it had flying. Vintrells, a 0/4 Defender that can tap for 1 green. Walking Bulwark, a 0/3 Defender with tap 2 until end of turn. Target creature with Defender gains haste, can attack as though it did not have Defender, and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, but you can only activate it as a sorcerer. Wall of Blossoms, a 0/4 Defender when it enters, draw a card. Wall of Denial, a 0/8 Defender flying with Shroud. Wall of Frost, a 0/7 Defender with whenever this blocks a creature, that creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Wall of Glory, it's a 0/5 Defender, it may block any number of creatures each combat. Wall of Junk, a 0/7 Defender with when it blocks, return it to its owner's back hand at the end of combat. Wall of Roots, a 0/5 Defender with put a -0/-1 counter on this creature. Add 1 green, activate only once each turn. Wall of Ruins, a 0/4 Defender with when it enters battlefield, scry 1. Wall of Tanglecore, a 0/6 Defender with tap 1 green, it gains reach until end of turn. Wing Mantle Camplin, a 0/3 Defender. When it enters battlefield, create a 1/1 white bird token with flying for each defender you control. So this is a decent, I'd say this is one of the big game enders in this deck. And when another creature with defender enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 bird. Now onto the artifacts. Arcane Signet, Azorius Signet, Lightning Greaves, Meek Stone, that says each creature with power 3 or greater doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Selesnya Signet, Simic Signet, Swiftfoot Boots. So now we're on to the instance. Bar the Door, creatures get +0/+4. Counterspell. Array Interlude, exile any number of target creatures you control, return those cards to the battlefield under its owner's control at the end of the next end step. Path to Exile. Solidarity, creatures you control get +0/+5. Swords of Plowshares. Tower Defense, creatures you control get +0/+5 and gain reach. Dusk and Dawn, so a decent board wipe. Expel Interlopers, another board wipe. So we're on to the sorcerers now. Farseek, Fell the Mighty, another board wipe. Rampant Growth, Return to the Ranks, Slaughter the Strong, Wave of Reckoning, Assault Formation. So we're on to enchantments. So Assault Formation, each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. 1 green, type creature with defender can attack as though it did not have defender. And 2/1, creatures you control get +0/+1 until end of turn. High Alert, each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Creatures you control can attack as though they did not have defender. And tap 2 and Azorius. Untap target creature. Restricted Office and Lecture Hall. When you unlock the door, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater, and other permanents you control have hexproof. Stone Skin, enchanted creature gets +0/+10. Tuskseeker's Welcome. When one or more creatures you control with mana value 3 or less enters, draw a card, activate only once each turn. So now this is the mana base. I will get on with the price of the deck and the budget in a minute. Access Tunnel, Ash Barrens, Azorius, Chancery, Blossoming Sands, Broker's Hideout, Deserted Beach, 5 Forests, Glacial Fortress, Hinterland Harbour, 4 Islands, Overgrown Farmland, 5 Plains, Peria Stream, Reliquary Tower, Rogue's Passage, Seaside Citadel, Selesnya Sanctuary, Simic Growth Chamber, Sunspectral Grove, Temple of Alignment, Temple of Mystery, Temple of Plenty, Thornwood Falls, Tranquil Landscape. So that's the last land. So now, the budget for this deck I originally put as 80, but the deck only costs £65. It's a bracket 1. So the breakdown of the deck: 1 mana you have 12 cards, 2 mana you have 29 cards, 3 mana you have 13, 4 mana you have 5, 5 mana you have 3, 6 there is no cards, and then 7 plus there is 3. So if I come down here, the difference between all the different card types: there's 35 lands, 36 creatures, 15 artifacts, 5 enchantments, 7 instants, 8 sorceries, 2 planeswalkers. Subtypes: I have 19 walls, 5 humans, 5 plants, 2 golems, 2 soldiers, and 17 other cards. The only tokens you'll need for this deck is 0 free walls and 1/1 birds. So I will put the link to the deck down below in the description. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and I take any comments, as this channel is mainly just a hobby. So I make the decks, put them on. You give me your input on the decks. If any of you try them out, please let me know, and I will tell you how my games have gone with these decks, as I am proxying the decks at the minute. But if I really enjoy the decks, I might actually order the actual cards. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.